Okay, so I don't know about you, but sometimes I do better work when I'm drawing, and then I have trouble uh, trying to get it into the computer. So I'm gonna teach you how to um, transform your scan work into line art and colorize it. For example, all right. For example, you have an image that you drew and you want to turn it into line art because it's easier. And if I can find it, for example, you have this that you scanned. And as you can see, I made this one with color pencil. So it's not that great if you look at it. What are my layers? There you go. Thanks. So what I'm gonna do first, I'm gonna use Photoshop and Illustrator to do this. So I'm just gonna erase this line that I don't like. Then I'm gonna zoom in to see how it's kind of like that. I'm gonna go to curves. No, it's not it. And then I'm gonna take this one all the way to the right until you can see it really, really dark. And the top to the left. So you kind of get rid of all of the gray space in between those. Once you have that, you save it as a JPEG. Somewhere you can find it. And then you go into Illustrator. And you place the file. Once you have it here, you're gonna go to Object and rasterize it, or else it won't let you trace it. After that, you're gonna go Window, Image Trace, and since we're doing the line art, we're gonna go tracing with results. We're gonna leave it as black and white, and we're gonna trace it. Once it's done, you can see how the work looks much cleaner. It looks really nice. So I like to do this when I'm doing certain work. After this, I can export the file. Same as a JPEG. And then I can color it on Photoshop with the work being much cleaner. you see the difference between the two of them. So this way you can leave it like this and color it on Illustrator, but I like to do it on Photoshop because you can add some cool, like you can use your brushes and add some effects. So for example, if I want to color this with certain technique, or I could load my brushes. And I could use different colors. Instead of doing it all in Illustrator, it will be, all the colors will be flat. For example, you could do that. And use another type of brush and just play. So it will have some kind of different effect. If it will let me. So let's say that this is your final piece. You could save it. And we could go back to Illustrator and we could trace it again. But if you, for example, if you want to do a poster and the image is really small on Photoshop, you could go to Illustrator, place the image that you did. This one has color, so it will be a different thing. You will go to image trace, tracing with resolve with outline, color, and you will go to automatic and trace. Oh, you have to rasterize it first. If you were to trace it like in black and white, that would be, oh look, but in color, if you were to do it like with the little one that you have on top of the screen, it only goes up to 16 colors, so this one has 100. It will look exactly the same and it will be vectorized. So we wait for a little bit. Now if you look at it, it looks the same, but if you go like that, you see that it's vectorized. Ooh. Like now you can make it as big as you want.